Eddie Hearn looked Devin Haney dead in the eyes and said something no fighter wants to hear. Brian Norman Jr. can knock you out cold.
Puncher. I think Devin up at 47 is going to suit him physically actually really well. When we talk about boots at 47 going up to 60, that was the same. When Devin was at 35, it was just, then he's at 40. I think at 47 physically he's going to feel really good. How good's Brian Norman? I think Devin's either going to win really easily or he's going to get knocked out. The thing is
this wasn't trash talk. This was a warning from the man who helped build Haney's career.
Is Devin and Bill particularly are concerned about getting hit, right? Which is a really bad situation when you're fighting, especially when you're fighting someone who's quite a sharp puncher.
In boxing, everything can change in 1 second. One punch, one mistake. And with this fight getting closer, Hearn's warning is starting to hit different. Fans are talking, analysts are questioning, even Team Haney is paying attention.
Because he's Bill's son, and Bill don't want him to get hit. And they're concerned about his punch resistance. That's the truth. And I don't think, if you're concerned about your punch resistance, I think it's a dangerous game.
But Bill Haney, Devin's father and trainer, fired back fast. In his own interview, he shut down all the doubt.
I don't want to think about the hypothetical. I want to think about Devin going in there and dominating and controlling every moment of the fight. Let's think about that. Let's imagine that. Let's have them think about that. Who have they ever been in there that's like Devin Haney? So let them think about that, work on that, and we're going to beat Devin Haney and we're going to shut his ass down.
Bill kept it simple. Stay focused, stick to the plan, and don't worry about what ifs. For him, this fight isn't about fear, it's about execution. Before the fight, both fighters agreed to VADA testing. This means clean competition. No excuses, no shortcuts. Just 2 fighters going head-to-head in Riyadh with everything on the line.
They're testing, and that's the best thing that could happen, is that we exemplify greatness in both families, black excellence, coming together and fighting fair on a level playing field. Not that, there's no, that black excellence is the only excellence, but that's the only one that we can exemplify when you talk about the Normans and the Haneys getting together, you know what I mean? And not arguing about it.
Bill Haney spoke about the testing with respect. He said both teams wanted to do this right. No tricks, no drama, just a fair fight between 2 pros who are ready to handle business.
The guys are testing. They're in VADA 365. So let's have an amazing build-up to this fight, and let's settle it once and for all in the ring in Riyadh.
Okay. He also made it clear this isn't just a fight between 2 boxers. It's 2 black families representing excellence in boxing. For Bill, this is about honor, respect, and showing the world what real competition looks like. But here's the thing. Brian Norman Jr. isn't just another opponent. He's young, he's hungry, and he's dangerous. Norman grew up in Atlanta, grinding every day, waiting for a moment like this. Blair Cobbs broke down Norman's chances against Haney, and he didn't hold back.
I don't think Norman can do much of anything when it comes to pulling off a win against Devin Haney. I think Brian Norman's a terrific fighter. He's very, very strong. He got that Alabama fucking just fresh out the goddamn slavery fucking cotton gin shit. like he was just picking cotton yesterday. His ass is ready. His hands look like they've been fucking ran through a freaking garbage disposal, all kinds of shit. The dude is tough. He's tough. He's very strong. But is it going to be enough for somebody like Devin Haney? I think that he's going to get drowned in rounds as he tries to figure out a way to land a big punch.
Cobbs admitted Norman is tough and hits hard. He's a brawler who's been through wars, but Cobbs questioned if that's enough. He said Norman might have power, but Haney has brains, and in boxing, brains usually win.
But he's a big puncher throwing short-range weapons. His best work is inside.
Close range.
He gets knocked out if he fights me, because I'll catch him at long range.
Like that?
Yes, he gets knocked out because he's going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt, and then he'll just keep getting hurt. He's not unbeatable or unbreakable. I've seen him get hurt. What did he get hurt with?
Cobbs went deeper. He said Norman's offense is too predictable. Haney controls distance better than almost anyone. As the rounds go on, Norman will get tired and sloppy. Cobbs even said if they fought, Haney would pick him apart from the outside and eventually stop him. Being tough doesn't make you untouchable.
So you work in the travel more in the jungle.
But something's different about Haney this time. In his recent training clips, he looks aggressive, angry, like he's not just trying to outbox Norman, he's trying to hurt him. The calm boxer is throwing bombs. The chess player wants blood.
So you work in the travel more in the jungle.
Meanwhile, Norman is matching that energy in camp. Every sparring session looks like a real fight. He's not just preparing to survive, he's training to break Haney down, round by round, shot by shot. This is where the fight gets real. Two fighters, two completely different styles, and only one will walk out with everything.
He could, because Norman Jr., see, all Norman got to do one is start punching with it, punch with his ass. Punch with him. That's it. Punch with him. You know, Haney likes to rumble, believe it or not. I even watched that Ryan Garcia fight.
Devin Haney is the boxer, smooth, smart, patient. Brian Norman Jr. is the puncher, wild, aggressive, fearless. Styles make fights, and this one is made for chaos. Bob Arum, Norman's promoter, made his feelings clear. He believes Norman is younger, fresher, and hungrier than Haney. He thinks Norman can stop Haney before the final bell. He added, "That's why we took the fight, because we think Norman will knock out Haney. Devin is a very good fighter, but we think Brian is a better one."
I don't see no path of victory for Devin Haney. Ain't that something? Man, I've been consulting with all the people I consult with when I talk boxing. I don't see no path. I don't. Like, if you look at Haney, his jab is his best weapon. So, you know, he got some feet too, but his jab is his best weapon. If you take his jab away, now he got his feet.
Tim Bradley, a former champion and analyst, gave his honest take. He said Haney's style only works when his jab and movement are perfect. Without those tools, Haney's offense becomes limited, and that's a problem.
Okay, you look at his last fight, he didn't even really use his jab. He just used his feet a whole hell of a lot. So cutting off the ring, letting them hands go if he chooses to fight that way, because I don't know which Haney we gonna get. Are we gonna get the scarecrow, the scary Haney, or we gonna get the Haney that's gonna stand his ground, right? And control range right in front of you. You know, are we gonna get that Haney? Which Haney we gonna get? Is he still shell-shocked? You know, because if we gonna get that Haney, Norman Jr. all day. But if we also get the other Haney, he gonna put himself in harm's way. He could.
Bradley asked the question on everyone's mind. Which version of Haney shows up? The sharp, moving boxer or the flat, hesitant fighter we saw in his last performance? Bradley said, if Haney tries to stand and trade, Norman will make him pay. Norman's team has been loud about one thing. Haney has gotten too comfortable, too safe. They say when the pressure comes, Haney's polish won't save him. They think he'll crack.
For him, a lot that he has to prove the world. And I think we're gonna get the best out of Haney. I think we're gonna get the best Haney out there. Norman is a dangerous opponent, and I think that's gonna bring the best out of Haney. I can't wait for the fight. Actually, you know, we've seen Norman take care of business pretty not easy because they're fights, but you know, convincingly knocking guys out, hurting people. He beat my guy in a way I never expected it.
Robert Garcia weighed in on the matchup and called it one of the most interesting fights of the year. He said Norman is explosive, confident, and has been knocking everyone out. His aggression is real. His hunger is undeniable.
So he's doing his job, but against Haney, the fight's gonna be a great fight. Haney, I give credit to Haney for taking this fight at this moment, and you know, I just can't wait, man. It's November is gonna, you know, can't wait because it's gonna be a great month for a great fight of boxing.
But Garcia also said this is Haney's biggest test. Can his skill and ring IQ handle Norman's raw power? Can experience beat youth? Garcia said he can't wait to see what happens when these two styles clash. For Haney, this fight is about more than winning. It's about silencing critics who say he plays it safe. It's about proving he can take a real threat and still dominate. It's about reminding everyone why he's called the Dream. Tim Bradley gave his prediction, and it shocked a lot of people. He said Norman's power could be too much for Haney. He thinks if Norman lands clean, it's over. He said, "I'm predicting a knockout win for Norman Jr., a late stoppage. He's going to catch him, he's going to hurt him, and it's going to be all she wrote." For Norman, this is his shot at stardom. A win here changes everything, going from prospect to superstar overnight. Beating a champion like Haney would make his name legendary. That's the dream keeping Norman up at night, and the nightmare haunting Team Haney.
These are the type of fights that I like, the fights that I want. I want to make the biggest but the best fights at the same time. So, Brian Norman is the guy. He's just my third division, and he's the best guy at the division. So, when I win, I become the best guy at the division. So, that's what I want.
Haney spoke about why he took this fight. He said it wasn't about money, it was about legacy. He wanted a challenge that would define his career and prove he belongs at the top. Devin Haney went on to explain his mindset as a fighter, emphasizing that his career was built on taking risks and testing himself against the toughest opponents. He made it clear that he wasn't interested in safe fights or easy paydays. He added, I'm the type of guy that I want to fight the best. I want to take chances and show how great I really am.
No matter what Devin Haney trying to do, I'm not fighting Devin Haney, he is fighting me. You feel me? So at the end of the day, this is my show. I'm going to do my thing, and we fight in my fight. I mean, look at what's on my shoulder. So I have been to this level before, but let's say you're saying you never knew the opponents that I have. Okay, you are very, very well known. So after I knock your block off, then what?
Norman didn't just respond, he went at Haney's entire resume. He said Haney's opponents were weak. He said this fight will expose the truth about who Haney really is.
Do I defeat Devin Haney? By going out there being Brian Norman Jr. I bring it all to the tape. I can box, I can brawl, I can counter punch, I can do this and I can do that. Whatever the case may be, we can get into all of that. Matter of fact, since they were trying to wrestle and tug yesterday, I challenged him to a wrestling match at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? You got me, Devin, you got me, my pops, and Jolene Mazone, that's my bodyguard, versus Devin Haney, Bill, and his bodyguard. Let's make it happen.
Norman backed up his words with confidence. He said he can box, brawl, or outthink anyone. He said he's ready for whatever Haney brings. Then he added a challenge: make this a war. Norman wants violence. This isn't just another boxing match. This is pride, power, pressure. Haney wants to prove he's the future. Norman wants to prove the future starts with him. The words have been said. The camps are ready. The tension is real. So who wins when the bell rings? Is it Haney's skill or Norman's power? Drop your prediction below, smash that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss a second of this war. This fight is going to make a statement.